Today, we have an Ungurs game for you. Going up against the man, the myth, the legend, Julian K. Got quite a lot of Julian K videos recently. This time it's up against Ungurs, though. Big boy Ungurs. These two, the rivalry between these two is something else. Both these guys kind of vying for wanting to be at that top spot, that #1 best kind of rank in the game. Both these guys, fantastic players. Always really close games between these two. Both of them have absolutely fantastic micro. Ungurs of the two being, I would say, the more aggressive player, whilst Julian, because of his treaty background, definitely the kind of the more greedy, eco, happy to sit back more type of player. Whilst Ungurs is, he has that kind of Kaiser Klein style of play, very tempo orientated, wants to get involved, wants to be aggressive all the time, constantly wants to apply pressure to his opponent. So, it's very, very much a very big difference of playstyle between these two guys. We have Ungurs over here as Mexico playing I have tacos in my ass. I'm not going to lie. If they were in your ass, then I would still eat them. Yeah, I just said that. That bitch is hot. Don't care what you say. Moving on. Going up against Julian, playing as the Dutch. Interesting. So, that is very much what I was just saying about the difference of play styles. These civilizations kind of personify that difference in play style. So Dutch being a very boomy civ, sitting back, playing more turtle style, very defensive, but very greedy, whilst Mexico tend to be a very rush-orientated civ, quite an aggressive-orientated civ, whether it's revolting aggressively, rushing with insurgents. And so, yeah, so this is a great matchup to kind of personify the differences of their play styles. Julian, one thing to note here, he's aging up with 14 vills. The standard is 15 villagers. So it looks like he's either got a good food treasure this game or good gold treasure or whatever it was, so he's been allowed to age up sooner. But that is an insane age up time for Dutch. Dutch already have a really good age up time, but now that is just even that much better. So really fantastic start here from Julian. Let's have a quick look at his deck. Are we going to see anything out of the ordinary? I don't think so. It does have Bosniaks, which is good. It does have Town Militia. Let's go have a quick look over Ungurs. He's aging up at a decent time as well. So Ungurs, he started with the market, which tells me he wants to play aggressive. So normally, for any of you guys out there, generally, if your opponent goes TP, they're not going to rush. I mean, they still can, but their rush won't be as good because you want to get that early hunting dogs for all the insurgents. If your opponent doesn't get a TP, so if Mexico don't get a TP, it generally means they've gone for a hunting dog market start. So there's a very good chance that they will rush you. So that's a little tip for you boys out there if you're ever playing Mexico. And we do see a Hacienda over here, and that's going to tell me that he wants to bring the barracks down here, and he will be insurgent rushing him. So have a look at his deck. I mean, that deck's a dead giveaway. Even though it's called 1v1 TP, he hasn't gone for a TP. So he's got lots of cards in H2. Interesting, he has 3 trading post wagons. You very, very rarely see that, particularly at a top level. I mean, essentially, it's worth 600 wood. But it's kind of better than that because, you don't have to spend time with your Explorer and all that sort of stuff building it. So, yeah. Okay, first card. Oh, wow. He's actually going to ship it first card as well. There was me expecting an insurgent rush, but he's putting down a stable, but an aggressive stable at that. So this is really interesting. Really, really fascinating start here. Not picking up his XP crates just yet. So it looks like he's going for like a kind of semi-cav boom here. This is something I have not seen before. Second bank going down for Julian. Interesting build here. So this is why it's called 1v1 TP. Now I know. The question is how much Chinacos is he going to get? He's going to be able to get 3, which isn't great. I think it's difficult to get more than that, but obviously he's going for steel traps and all of that good stuff. He has got a couple of houses down as well. And look, there come the 3 TPs. 3 Chinacos are diving in. Julian sees it early. Is he going to lose anything here? He'll lose his Explorer, which is a nice 45 XP. Oh, can he pick up a villager here with some nice micro? No. That villager managing to slip through the net. Sometimes you can mess with the pathing with the villagers, so they have to walk the long way around, and you can get a couple more shots off, but it wasn't meant to be that time. Tried to target the weak one there. I love the stab animation from these Chinikos as well. He's just being a nuisance here. He is going to lose his Chinikos, but there was only 3 of them, so he just wants to deny his opponent. Oh, he might lose the villager there! There goes one just as it goes down. Do not worry, Chiniko. Your death was not in vain. He will take that. Caused a lot of disruption as well. The icing on the cake was that extra villager. So very, very nice. Third bank going down. A barracks going down. A market going down. All the good stuff. Remakes another Chiniko. And I love this. Of course, we was going to see the stagecoach, which is trade cart on this map. So, of course, with the 700 wood, that's 400 resources, 200 food, and 200 wood to get the stagecoach. And, yeah, 3 TPs right now. Looking pretty nice. Looking pretty nice. Of course, the stagecoach is going to be for the top line. But, yeah, could even go for stagecoach on the bottom line, honestly. Julian on 3 banks. I want to keep looking. I mean, there goes down a barracks with that 700 wood as well. And then, yeah, now he's going to be basically TP booming. I imagine he'll put the TP onto wood. That'll provide for, you know, market techs and housing. He's putting them on coin at the moment. Oh, okay. He's just put down a load of houses somehow. Not sure what happened there. Okay. He's looking really good then. He's looking real good right now. So 700 wood was used for stagecoach, a barracks, that's 400 wood, and then a load of houses, I guess. So yeah, looking really good right now. Looking really, really good right now. I like that. He's got the Padre still alive as well. That Padre is going to be really important for microing and healing up units that this Padre wants to be healing. This Chiniko right now. You'd be surprised by, as a resource, how much extra kind of resource you save by healing these units up. So now transitioning into Salteadors. So Salteadors, so Skirm Cab by the looks of it. And he's starting to get a good eco back here now. His 5 villagers has been sent as well. So yeah, so he's on 26 villagers. Looking real good. But Julian, sitting in base, he's herded in really, really well here. Just hugging the TC. Really tight base here. It's exactly what you want as Dutch. So he's on 4 banks. He has his barracks down. He hasn't made any units, but he's going straight into Age 3 with the Exiled Prince, of course. Gangsaw coming in as his greatcoats. Good timing to get those things, because you just know that this moment that your opponent sees that age up, he's going to be smashing it in, and he's already starting to do that. Ungurs senses the timing, and that's something you see with these pro players. They know the timings of everything. You know, they have that sixth sense because they played the game so much, and they just know. He just senses that his opponent is going to be aging up here, and before he has time to do anything with that age up, he's going to put all of his eco into his TC, force everything into a corner here. I love this. Sending a Chiniko down to the bottom left here. What he's doing there is he's scouting any villagers, any stragglers that have walked around. It's a popular kind of strategy to try and run villagers into the corner of the maps, just so they can build houses there, so they can't get kind of taken down or they can't get pop capped, which is kind of nice. So, hello. Town Militia has been sent by Julian. I didn't even realize that. And yeah, Town Militia. That was he hasn't really needed that. So now he's just shipped Minutemen, the big Minutemen, and he only killed a few Salteadors for it. He does protect his barracks, so that's something. But yeah, that feels like a bit of a big waste for the Minutemen. But he does deter all of these units. So now he's going to allow his villagers to come back out again. And like I said, it's not too much of an investment at this stage, because even with all of his villagers inside his TC, this is why Dutch are happy just playing defensive and keeping villagers in TC, because the banks are still going away. The banks are still banking. You know, there's no banking crisis here. Putting down a stable now, and he's been super greedy. He's actually shipped 1k wood. As Dutch, you always want to squeeze that 1k wood in, because it just gives you all of that infrastructure. It allows you to get extra barracks and extra stables down, because once you've got a huge eco, you need to be able to spend that eco on something. So the 1k wood really helps with that. Chiniko's having a little fish around. Seeing what they can find here. Ungurs also aging up now. Oh, okay. Building a cathedral. You'll notice you always want to build cathedrals with your Padre. Look how quick that went up. Really, really quickly. Oh, he shipped this card as well. Artiga reforms. So this arrives fast. It gives your federal state its reward twice. And his next barracks upgrade is free. So no doubt he's going to want to get the Salteador upgrade for free. He gets enough gold for state religion to age up quickly as well. Ungurs knows his stuff with this civilization. Damn. He doesn't care about this revolting nonsense. He just likes playing standard. But boy, does he know how to play standard. And what was the age up? Okay, the age up, yeah, that was the classic, the cab, the Chinico per shipment. That gives him 500 gold. But because of Artiga reforms, he gets it twice. So he gets 1k gold from aging up. And he gets 600 XP. So he gets double the gold and he gets double the XP thanks to the text from the church and Artiga reforms. So really, really strong timings. Lots of tempo that this gives you here. But Julian knows this, and he's got a scary mass already. So he's going to want to be diving in before he gives his opponent any chance to do any damage here. 2 Falconet timing's going to be coming. Goons pop in. Insurgents are searching. Chinicos are diving in. Falconets are unpacking. Boom! The Reuters were in a really good place, though, and unfortunately for Ungurs, both these Falconets are going to go down very, very quickly. However, he loses the majority of his Reuters for it. Insurgents are still snaring. Chinicos are still sniping. So I'll tell you what, he might have lost his 2 Falconets, but I think now is still a decent trade for Ungurs. Scores are neck and neck. 3 Hussars coming in, as is 4 skirmishers. Are we going to see a little bit of a comeback? I don't think we are. There's too much anti-cav here now. So it was Skirm Chinico. Now it's transitioning into Skirm Goon. Shipping 8 Salteadors as well. I think that would have been a good card. The 8 Chinicos. Does have the Tulankingo Cuirassiers. So that's going to be the Kurs, the consulate Kurs, which are very, very strong, but also very, very expensive. So Ungurs on 35 Vils with TP. Stagecoach, but we've got 29 Vils, 4 banks, and the Bosniaks are coming in. Can that shift the balance of tempo in this game? Julian is at that point in the game where he wants to steamroll into this forward base. He wants to mow everything down, take back the map for himself. Is he going to be able to do it? Scores have dipped slightly for Julian, but that always happens when you ship a very big investment shipment. So that's 1k gold. When he gets that, his score will bounce back. I love this. Insurgents just sitting on this herd here. Very smart by Ungurs. Just keeping an eye out on that herd, making sure he doesn't do anything. And with the Bosniaks, he's going straight in for it. And there's a lot of Salteadors up for grabs from those Bosniaks. What does Ungurs have? He's shipping the 8 Chinicos. He's also getting the tech, the visit of the 7 houses, and that's going to give him an insurgent per house. But that takes a little while to get there, and look at that! Look at that, straight from the backside. The Bosniaks, we've got a gold and silver promotion here. Is it going to be enough insurgents coming back from the herd over there? And oh my goodness me, look at that cleanup. These Chinicos, they are veteran as well. They do good damage versus other cav, and oh my god, now there's 18 insurgents. Everything snaring, and look at that fight. What a fantastic fight cleanup for Ungurs. Wow. All thanks to that Hacienda here, which is a military unit shipment point. Absolutely insane. Even getting the cow involved there. Little bit of cow micro there. And honestly, I've seen cows used as a way of microing just to get in the way of things, because they've got quite a fat hitbox. They can be super annoying. So he literally used that cow for micro. Hilarious. But Julian, nice remass here. Is it going to be enough? More Reuters, more Minutemen coming. I think it is going to be enough. Problem is, there's a lot of salteadors here. The Insurgents mixed with the Chinicos is so good because the only counter is anti-cav. And the anti-cav here kill the anti-cav here. So it's just really nice mixing in Insurgents with Chinicos. Still a decent amount of skirms left and still a Hussar left. The Insurgents, as good as they are, they're very, very weak. So they do get melted down. Bringing back his Explorer as well, just in case he needed it. Minutemen's still there. Trying to get a snare with his Explorer here. Very, very nice. Ungurs on 43 vills. Julian on 35. So, honestly, the ecos are very, very similar. Still a really nice macro spread for Julian. This is not over. Wow. He does have this herd option over here, but he's probably going to need to put an outpost down. There's lots of herds over here as well. Pretty much all dried up over here, unless he really wants to extend over the map. I don't think he'll want to do that. Julian, he's used his Bosniaks. That's usually the GG shipment. He's making some Hussars, but they're still only age 2 Hussars. He's getting the veterancy tech now. He is going to move villagers over to the left side of the map. Yeah. Villagers are making the long trek over to the food. That's very risky, but he has no other options right now. He has to take that chance. Scores are still neck and neck, even after Ungurs' cleanup. This is the power of the Dutch economy right now. The Padre goes down. Don't want to fight under the inspiring flag if you can help it. Does give that 10% bonus to damage. Skirm's firing away. Chinico's going in for it. There's so many villagers up here for grabs as well. Julian, he smells it. He wants that map control back. Now they're just playing a back and forth game here. Both of them going for the exact same composition. Skirm, Cav, and Goon. Who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Tacos in my ass? Or is it going to be Henry May? More skirmishes coming in. The scores are still dead and dead heat. Ungurs, no doubt, will see these dead herds very, very shortly. He has scouted this side of the base. He doesn't want to be walking. Julian, you don't want to be walking over to this trade post, though. Because Ungurs is going to see you, Sunshine. Oh, he's going to have line of sight. We'll see how quickly Ungurs reacts to that. Ungurs also over here. Villagers are getting very close to one another. This could be deadly. 48 villagers now shipping free. He's shipping free Chinicos. He doesn't want to ship anything else. Surely you just wait. I mean, even 6 soldados would be better. Surely you just wait for this Kerr card. I mean, even this Quattrero Haciendas would be better. He has the resources for the Kerrs as well, but the free Chinicos, maybe he thought getting popped. No, he has changed it. He's going to give him 6 gendarmes. 6 gendarmes. Is that going to be his GG shipment? We have to wait and see. 50 villagers. With the gendarme card coming in. 42 villagers. Oh, and a big villager catch over here. Lots of villagers up for grabs. And Ungurs is going to have to come the long way round. Ungurs will have a nice advantage here as well because he can fight with his villagers, kind of use them as a meat shield, and so many villagers going down there. Skirmisher reinforcements coming in for Julian as well, taking them the long way round as well. These villagers have their greatcoats in as well, and Ungurs kind of knows that, and he doesn't want to be caught out of position here. I think the Skirmash has these Saltadors beat as well. So Julian actually up in score as well. He's diving in for it. Are we going to see a village ball? The Kerrs are here. Look at these gendarmes, 617 HP. This is a massacre. I have no idea who's going to come out on top here. Those gendarmes are going to soak up so much damage. Surely we see a villager pull from Julian here. We do see a villager pull, but is that going to be too little, too late? Skirms, lots of huzzahs. Lots of goons. I have no idea who's going to come out on top. There's still a lot of gendarmes left. But there's still a lot of huzzahs left as well. Oh no, the skirmishers are walking in front of the gendarmes. The gendarmes aren't dying. There's still one of them left. And only on 79 HP. Kill the gendarme is doing so much damage. What? I thought it was looking good for Ungurs, sorry, Julian. But all of a sudden, big cleanup for Ungurs. And just like that, I did not see that coming. Wow, I literally thought Julian was going to win that. But Ungurs, wow. Really nice micro with the pull trick to bring all of those curs and cavalry to the front of his kind of base there, all of his units, and just diving in against the skirms. And the area of effect that these curs did, like still one of them alive, 36 hand attack with 2 area of effect, that really took its toll against Julian. Julian could, I feel like, have done a bigger villager pull a lot sooner there into that fight, and honestly, that could have made a huge difference. But it wasn't meant to be. What a fantastic game. We had a bit of cow micro this game. We had lots of age-up techs. Ungurs showing his experience with this civilization. Going for the semi-cav build. Look at that base building. Look how tight that is. And it was looking good for Julian in spaces, but the Bosniaks got melted and just couldn't find a way through to the base. And, yeah, really, really good game. Lots of action there from start to finish. Ungurs lost 8 villagers there. Julian did lose some as well, but that was deliberate, and I feel like that could have gone a lot better for Julian. But all resources gathered, favors for Julian. He was pulling away as well, but he just couldn't keep up with the tempo from Ungurs. GG, what a fantastic game. Rank 2 and 3 on the ladder. Wow. Guys, hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.